Yeah.
Mostly what I've been playing this week, actually, is I went back to go and play something fun. Uh,
Okay.
to say that I went to go back and play something fun, I went to go and play something that I know well enough. So, for context, I went and actually bought some new ones of this. I'm getting into it in a minute because the controllers that I had didn't work, so I had to go and buy a new set of controllers for the console I was playing. But with the upcoming release on Switch, I quite fancied wanting to go and play Mario Galaxy.
Oh gosh.
Ah.
So I went back and played it on the Wii.
That's cool.
I was going to use this as a joke and go, I've done a preview of Mario Galaxy on Switch by playing the Wii version.
Well,
But the joke
Yeah.
the joke ended the minute I got the freaking code from Rapid Reviews UK for the Switch version.
Yeah. That's Pete's big announcement. He's got the review for that.
I'm going to have to do the review for the Switch versions of Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. So,
He's gonna have to. Oh dear.
but this is considering that I
What a
didn't even really
slogfest.
want to get them in the first place. I just put my name in the hat for no reason. So yeah, I've played basically the first set of levels from the Wii version, and game's still fun, still brilliant. In fact, probably still one of my favourite Mario games, 3D Mario games of all time. So when I went to go and play the Switch 2 versions, I wanted to compare the first world of Mario Galaxy 1 to how it was on the Wii. And I'll save most of it for the review itself. But I'm not enjoying it as much as the Wii version.
Oh, interesting.
I'd say it's a little bit more cleaner, for obvious reasons, because it's been upscaled to 4K. But I don't think it looks as nice as it should do.
okay.
I also I played it on the 3D All Stars collection and wasn't overly impressed with that collection at all. So I found that the gyro aiming or the gyro movement itself of collecting star bits and all that wasn't optimized very well. It's a little bit
less
better in this
accurate.
one. It's a little better in this one with the Switch 2 Pro controller, but it's still not ideal. I found that the cursor sometimes disappears for no apparent reason, and then you have to click the R button just to sort of recenter it. So aiming can be a little bit awkward.
Interesting. It's interesting because shouldn't the more current hardware be more accurate in comparison?
It should, but it is not, because surprisingly, when I picked up a new
weird.
a new Wii remote, I got one of the Motion Plus ones, which I'd never had before, and it's surprisingly accurate.
Interesting.
So I've done the first set of worlds on Galaxy 1, and then I played the first few levels of Galaxy 2 on the Switch. And I'm still not overly fussed by it at all. Especially when you get to the Yoshi levels, it is incredibly awkward to use.
Right. Interesting.
It's a shame.
Mind you, I always found that Galaxy 1 was better than Galaxy 2, and I'm in the minority there anyway. But yeah, I'm not blown away by the collection, and for the price that it is as well, I think it's a massive slap in the face for fans of Galaxy. But if you've never experienced the games before, and this is where I probably see the positive side of it, someone like my nephew, who's only 6 years old, they would probably love this. So,
Yeah, that's
easy
probably
Christmas
one of the very
present,
few
I
upsides
think.
of it.
Yeah, I'll save most of my full thoughts for when I've fully completed them or when I've put the review out. But yeah, it's from the first hour or so, I'm not overly impressed, which is a massive disappointment. So it might be that I end
shame.
up just going to play the Wii version instead. But hey, it's fine. I'll get more time with it next week when I'm away in France, I guess.
Did you
Yes.
play the Switch version of what's it called, Skyward Sword?
I did not. I had no affiliation to Skyward Sword on the Wii anyway, but I did hear that the control method was massively better in the Switch version.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering because, I was kind of wondering if they had that issue before with ports that had gyro controls and the like.
Yeah, there was a video that I was watching from RGT85 who basically turned around and said he definitely feels like playing a Wii game, whereas playing Skyward Sword with the improved control method probably felt like playing a Switch game rather than just a Wii port.
Okay.
So
Essentially the old method still worked fine there. Interesting. Okay.
yeah, it does, but I just think this one's a bit more lazy,
So it's
let's
really a
say.
Galaxy problem.
It definitely is. I think it's a game that very heavily relies on motion control as well. You can't do any can't collect star bits without actually using the motion. You can't move between different planets without using motions to get between like warp stars. So it's one of those games that unfortunately is a game of its time, and it's an excellent game, but it probably doesn't translate well to a console that's not dedicated towards motion control.
Well, it's kind of surprising to me because the motion controls for, at least in terms of what I remember from one of the Zelda games with the aiming of the bow and arrow and such, that one felt really good.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I
didn't
think
see any
in
problems there, so it seems to maybe be a project game specific issue.
it's very possible, but I don't know what.
Mhm.
Like, I think Nana said it in the chat. He said input lag. There is a potential for input lag as well. So I haven't fully tested it out properly, but
Nice.
I'd have to actually see both versions side by side to know. But it doesn't feel like it. But who knows? To be honest. But yeah,